For the second time in the last 16 days, Toronto FC take on their Eastern Conference rival in the New York Red Bulls. This is Painting the Picture, presented by Benjamin Moore. Maria Papadak is on vacation. I am Gareth Wheeler. This is a crucial Eastern Conference tie, as only 4 points separate 8th from second place in the East, with Toronto FC on 32 points sitting in that 8th place spot outside of the playoffs at present time. The Red Bulls right smack in the middle of that group. They're on 34 points. It was just over 2 weeks ago at BMO Field. Toronto FC defeated the Red Bulls by a score of 3-1. It was a very good night for TFC. An early wonder strike by Josie Altidore, an audacious backheel goal, and a penalty courtesy of Alejandro Pozuelo gave Toronto FC that early cushion. They held on for that 3-1 victory. This time around, Pozuelo is going to be making the trip straight from Atlanta. He started and played the first 45 minutes in Wednesday's MLS All-Star game. He will join up with the team in New York and should be good to go to feature on Saturday, as should Erickson Gallardo. Looks like he's made his way through training, and he could feature in his first Toronto FC game on the weekend. And newest member of TFC, Nicolas Benezet, he was in training on Thursday for his first training session. He's an outside chance of participating on the weekend. Don't bank on it, but may be available if Greg Vanney decides to roll the dice this weekend. All in all, a full complement of attacking talent for Toronto FC. Goal scoring hasn't really been a problem, with Josie Altidore leading the way. 4 goals in his last 4 games, looking to build on that consecutive goal scoring streak for his first 5-game run of the season. There's options for Toronto FC in attack. It's really at the back where they need to clean things up. Only 2 clean sheets in their last 13 games. A lot of onus going to be put on the shoulders of Omar Gonzalez this weekend to keep the group organized. For Toronto FC to be able to get to where they need to be, they simply have to be tighter defensively. In fact, Toronto FC really had to hold on from a defensive perspective, giving up 20 shots against the Red Bulls in the win just over 2 weeks ago. And the Red Bulls, they're going to be coming into this game hot, as in angry. A home loss 3-2 to the Columbus Crew last week doesn't sit well, and they've really been showing some flaws defensively. The Red Bulls have conceded 3 goals in 5 of their last 8 games. That's an incredible number for a team that's very tight, typically at the back. Arguably one of the top defenders in Major League Soccer, Aaron Long, hasn't been himself in recent games. There has been interest from the Premier League, and perhaps his head has been turned just a little bit. Up top, Bradley Wright Phillips over the years has been a killer against Toronto FC, but it's not him that's been leading the line. It's 23-year-old Brian White. He has goals in back-to-back games and is joint leader in that category on the season with 8. There's good news and bad news heading into this weekend. The good news, 8 of Toronto FC's 9 wins have come against the Eastern Conference. The bad news, Red Bull Arena has been a difficult place to go. In 15 games at Red Bull Arena, TFC just coming away with 2 victories and 10 goals scored. It's going to be a difficult one, but a big one this weekend. Saturday night from Red Bull Arena, a 6 p.m. kickoff you can watch on TSN.